showing you guys right now is exactly what's happening in the market. We're using Metro Atlanta just because that's where me and Nathan are. But the reality is the numbers are pretty much applicable or very similar throughout the nation and Canada. And we're just asking tough questions today so you have better frame of mind as a real estate owner, not as a real estate agent, of where you truly are business-wise, analytics, and the market opportunity here. So as you can see there, closed sales, total volume, very similar to the closing sales report, just showing total gross sales price. But Nathan, so this is something Todd talks about all the time, is the average sales price. And people often are dumbfounded or confused of like, hey, it seems like total listings, new listings are down, active listings are up, sales are down. Why is the sales price not really taking a dip or a hit, unlike everything else is? Do you have any feedback or anything on that?
I mean, one of the ways I can see it is just there still is a housing shortage. Like we're hearing a lot about the recession. I mean, we really don't know this, like what's going to end up coming of the sales price. And I know this is different in every area. I don't know about like, I know a lot of people from Toronto have said that they got hit pretty, you got anyone from Toronto. I feel like you guys have said that you guys got hit pretty drastically in the sales price. So this is probably going to be different depending on a lot of the markets. Maybe if you guys want to comment on what the sales price is, know what it is though. I mean, look in Georgia, like, I mean, honestly, I probably would have said we would have dropped. And when you look at it from month over month, we actually are up. So, you know, if you guys have if anyone's sales price is down or you guys want to comment on what your sales price is in your area, feel free to drop that in the chat. Yeah, I mean, I would say for us here, there was a housing shortage that we were all talking about less than a year ago, and everyone's freaking out about it, and home prices are just flying through the moon. And it's like everyone almost forgot about that housing shortage that we had. And it's like, well, the houses didn't get built like overnight, so we still have that housing shortage. So I think that's part of the reason why you've seen the interest rates increase as high as they have, and we haven't seen a huge drastic dip in the sales price, especially in the state, in our state. But if you guys want to drop some comments on that, I don't know where you guys sit on it. Yeah, sales prices are only down about 7.5% in New York.
And Nathan, something I do want to reinforce here. So we're hearing a lot of this rhetoric right now of like buyers holding out or sellers saying, hey, I'm going to wait out and see what the market's doing. Without really knowing, being an expert and knowing all this data right here, it's tough to do a good job of providing a sense of urgency or have a compelling reason to have your seller or buyer take action today if you don't have these resources today. So if I'm able to walk into a listing appointment today and I know the average sales price is actually up 1.5% in Metro Atlanta, it's kind of a compelling reason for a seller to sell. Without knowing this, and they just see the news, their assumption is going to be the opposite.
For sure.
And then this also goes double on, you flip this around on the buy side, you've got to be very, very much in tune with this as well, because the whole model here is you marry the house and you date the interest rate. So without being able to compel that and convey that, you're just going to be never be able to have a consumer take action and be able to convert them.
Yes.
All righty. So active listings. So Nathan, what do you see here with a 30% increase?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's no surprise that listings are going up. I mean, with what we're currently seeing, I mean, you're seeing less houses being bought, sales price, you know, the sales of homes are down by, you know, as we saw 20 or 30%. So no surprise seeing the active listings starting to increase. But here's the thing. I mean, even with, you know, sales price dropping by 30% or a number of sales dropping by 30%. So it's no surprise it kind of is correlating with the number of listings. So when you really look at it, it's dropped. Sales have dropped about 30%. Listings have increased about 30%. So, you know, we're almost basically sitting right in that even spot in that for the average listing. It doesn't surprise me at all, because that's basically where we're sitting. So I'm not surprised that knowing those two numbers, my guess probably would have been that the home prices would have remained about the same on looking at these numbers that we're currently looking at right now.
No, absolutely. And there's something we do need to talk about as well, Nathan, is active listings going up. We're going to look at days on market here in a second. But if listings are going up and you're taking on more listings, that means your overall operational nut to operate is going up as well. So think every lockbox, every for sale sign, the courier, going on all these listing appointments, that has a new operational cost and nut, which is what we're going to talk about here in a second of why it's so important that you have a positive cash flow cycle business, given this trend of like you're taking on more listings and the days on market are going up, which we're about to look at as well. So just want to frame everybody's mind and perspective to think like a business owner and how you got to pivot and work through this transition here. So days on market now is what we're looking at, Nathan. Any surprises here?
Days on market going up. I mean, it is up pretty significantly for us. How about everyone else? How much are your days on market up? Let's go across the board. What are you guys looking at? Days on market. Let's get specific on what your days on market looks like. Increase. 29 days on market. Yes, 7 to 21, 27 to 52. So everyone's seeing a pretty big jump on the days on market. I mean, no surprise, right? I mean, we have the interest rates going up, sales, the number of sales are going down. So it's no shock, and it's probably going to continue increasing. I mean, the days on market that we've seen before, this is unprecedented for anyone. No one's seen this market. When Todd and Craig were selling homes, I mean, they both were, I mean, Todd would be in our office saying, I've never seen ever a market where we have as low of the days on market. I think our all-time low, Chase, was around 8 days on market, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So at one point in time, we were 8 days on market. I mean, it's unheard of. I mean, just to be able to list a house and have it fall off in 8 days. I'm not saying we'll never see that again, but it's going to be hard to see that again, especially with interest rates being as low as they were. So yeah, interest rates coming up, no shock here.